Good morning, happy Monday. Welcome to another week of opportunity at UTG. What's going on, everyone? Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Now straight into the update. BTC USD. I'll throw the label up for you guys as well. Here we go. A little bit's happened over the last couple of days since we had this update. So looking at our demand level down the bottom, we've had this double bottom scenario here off this demand level, and the interesting thing is that it broke through both times. So if we do end up coming back down to this level, I don't think it's going to be very strong, to be honest with you. It's the first time, or the second time, that we've broken through. We've eaten a lot of it so far, and currently we've broken through this now. So if we do come back down to that 11,200, 11,250 level, I don't think it's going to be very strong the next time we're there. However, we have pushed up and above, and we've had that EMA 1020 EMA cross with our resident Unicon indicator just on the left there, which is available through utg.com or unitytradinggroup.com. But right now we're pushing towards this pivot point, and we haven't made a higher high just yet. On the smaller time frames, we have made some new market structure in comparison to some of the structure that's been forming in this area. On the 4 hour, however, we're really waiting for these to be tested once more. The only thing that I'm really looking at right now in terms of this move in general is this volume. This volume is still decreasing. This volume is pretty dismal, to be honest with you. And compared to the high, the 400 candle high that we've had, we are very, very much declining, and you can see that by the UTG volume indicator we've got down the bottom there. So in the immediate term for BTC, this 88.6 is quite significant in terms of liquidity level, like that 61 was, and we decided to get held up there for a little while before we punch through it. But this 88.6 does line up quite well with a lot of area of liquidity. If we just look to the left there, there's a lot of structure just to get through around that 88.6, and even so, if we do get through it, we've got that supply up here at 11,825, which would be that range that range that we speak about quite a lot on Tuesday nights. It would be that would fulfill that requirement in terms of a range for BTC. I think this area is going to be quite significant. It is on a bit of a pivot point here, so we come down, made that pivot, and created that supply on that pivot point. And also when we did come and retest that level at 11,825, got rejected off that new supply there. So that would be where I would put BTC in, really the smaller time frame, the immediate term. I think if we do break past that 88.6, if we do continue to just walk, we're not really running anywhere. We're just walking towards that upside 11. Towards that 11,800 level, 11,825. I think that's where I would put BTC over the next day or so, maybe Wednesday, or even during tomorrow's live session, tomorrow's Tuesday night live session. We can speak a bit more about that. Moving on, though, we'll have a quick look at the DXY. Obviously, this is a regulated market, so this is not financial advice. This is just the ideas of myself, and we did do something very similar to what I was thinking. However, it didn't play out exactly the way I would have picked, and I did speak about this on Friday. We did push through this level of supply on the 21st of August after making it off that pivot point around the 14th. And we have been testing that and rejecting off that since then, which is quite interesting because the shorts or the orders have been restacked there, which is an interesting thing. But however, we have moved down to the area that we started, which was around that 92.4 level, and we have pushed through it. So it would occur to me, if we do follow this trend over the next couple of days, onto this week, tomorrow, Tuesday being the main opening day for Forex. I know it's open today, but the volume isn't there usually on a Monday. So waiting for tomorrow. But however, if we do continue this trend down, the 91.7 would be where I would put that. And honestly, it would need to make a lower low. If it holds here, it would be a double bottom scenario where we'd come down and test the bottom twice before coming up and retesting that level or that trend line there, which would be put it around the 50 mark, which would be that area of liquidity also. I've already got it drawn in there for you, which would be this area of liquidity if we just look to the left here. So an interesting play. We'd need to wait until honestly Tuesday night, I think, Australian time, to get some sort of indication on which direction we're going to go with the DXY, if we're going to hold this and make a double bottom, or we're going to move down to the 91.7 point level for the DXY. So that 100, that 92.13 is going to be that magical or that golden number to be making lower lows for the DXY. We could have a scenario something like that, or even something like this. Before retesting that 618 and making our way down. Otherwise, if we do hold here and test this trend line again, which is quite crucial at this point, we have made a couple of touches there to validate that trend line also. That 50 is going to be a decent test of this liquidity at the moment, or a decent test of this volume for the DXY. And if we do break above that 50, I dare say we'll probably head up back to this supply, which is also not quite strong at this point, and we could see levels like 93.8. But in the immediate term, I'm really thinking this will make a lower low, do a scenario something like that, or even the 50 before we head down. That's all I really wanted to talk about this morning. I'll keep it nice and short. We are at the 10-minute mark at the moment. If you haven't already, get involved. UnityTradingGroup.com. You can join the Discord. Instant access will take you to all of our store, the Premium Pro Trade Pack and Steamroller, if you're all interested in that. We do use that quite heavily on the charts, as you can see. Steamroller being quite accurate on the DXY especially. So enjoy your Monday. Have a great week. We'll see you tomorrow night.